Wait for it. Here it comes. Almost there. Come on.
Throws it into the monkey's end. Hades getting it, tossing it out to Hiccup in the middle, who gets bumped away. Clover goes for a pass and gets it. What an incredible hit. What an unbelievable pass. Phenomenal team play to tie it up for the Hammer.
Yeah, and truthfully, fantastic camera work.
Before he realizes that ball's going to hit the line.
Yeah, we've seen that a little bit from both teams. It'll be interesting to see, depending on how the rest of the series goes, if they can change that up, but it doesn't matter that much as Kate carries that in slow and weird, gets the reset and a little touch over Prosperity and a dirty little
there. That's going to be a big whiff from Hayden, but Jacob realizing that Hayes was perfectly positioned to do what he needed to do. Right up feed from Hayden! We'll put it past Squirrel on the defense. Hayden scoring the goal, or the lead retaking goal here to put them up 3-2. And that Squirrel's axles must be absolutely devastated.
Good evening, FDL viewers. Welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully, for whoever your sweetheart or anybody you're crushing on, you've got them flowers, chocolates, any other assorted gifts, and you are well prepared on that and ready to watch some Rocket League. Tonight, we've got a great origin match between the Lobsters and the Dragons, and I am joined by the one and only KG. How are you tonight, KG?
I am doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, did Kevin Garnett go by it after you started it? I assume that's how it went.
I wish, and that would be awesome. But unfortunately, I had to join his bandwagon. So
You know,
I,
that's not a bad bandwagon to join.
Mm-mm. And I'll never jump off. At least I hope.
You excited for some Rocket League?
Oh, I am. I'm really excited, and I know they are because they joined pretty much right away. So, yeah, this is going to be a good matchup, I think.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, credit to these teams. They were more prompt than anyone I've seen all season. And to be honest, KG, I can't think of anything more romantic than getting to cast a Rocket League match with you. So I'm
Oh, thank
honored.
you. I can't tell my wife that; she's going to get jealous,
I,
or she'll
it's
tell me to
purely
go away.
platonic. It's purely platonic. It's okay. No threat. No threat. Well, if we're ready, let's get into this. Let the players know we're ready to go, and let's do this thing.
Heck yeah, I'm excited. We've got the Dragons who are, excuse me, currently 3-0 with the Lobsters at a 1-2. Definitely looking for their their way to push to the playoffs, and the Dragons right now have a little bit of a lead. We've got Poiskami going against Captain NDRC. Moosey's behind, naming his heart, and we're going to see what happens when they meet in the middle. It gets hit. It's going towards Moosey off the wall. Moosey's going to try to push this forward and does, getting it down to Captain, and Captain tries to send and can't do it. Moosey stops this, but naming his heart is there to clear it out to the side. Captain's going to try to hit, missing it hard with, naming his hard with no boost, trying to push it forward. Moosey missing it, unfortunately. Naming his hard coming in, getting it down and going wide. And right off the bat, 30 seconds in, opportunities for both teams. This one's going to go across and nobody making it. Professor, right off the bat, I think this has been pretty exciting, although it's been a lot of misses.
Definitely some good opportunities, definitely chances that you think either team could have scored on, but unfortunately just missed. You know, there's always a little bit of nerves when you're playing on screen, and especially in game one like this, getting that first goal is just such a relief. You feel that pressure come off when you're the one in the lead. So, do you feel like any one of these teams has the edge thus far?
Thus far, no. Other than if you want to go by strictly record, the Dragons, yes, because just that. But I would say right now, both teams are missing. Both teams have had opportunities, and right now, each team is kind of doing what they need to do to prevent anything worse. Moosey's going to get this a little too close to their own side. Moosey gets around one, gets around the other, but gets bumped by Poiskami. Good job right there, sending it forward, trying to get it clear, and can't quite get it. They're keeping it in the Dragon zone. Tries to get some sort of play. It's off the wall. Professor not quite getting in there. That would have been a nice shot.
That would have been a very nice shot. Definitely some solid defense, some good chances coming out from the Dragons thus far, and yeah, I mean, it definitely with that sort of record, you know, they've got to feel confident about this, but it's still so early in the season that if you're the Lobsters, you know, there's lots of time, and that is a great opportunity. And they're the Dragons strike first. I have to say, I have standard colors on for this, and this is throwing me off that the orange team is the Lobsters and the blue team is the Dragons.
And I have mine flipped, like they're on correct. So I got to admit, I do like the fact that each team has their own colors, and it does make it a lot more fun. But it can be a little hard when things switch. Captain's going to go in, can't quite get that on. That's an attempt at goal, but good job by Poiskami for saving that. Moosey trying to get this settled. Good job by Captain again, and that's going to be on target. Can Naming get there? Naming cannot. Moosey just needs to tap that in, and does, and gets the credit for the goal, tying it up. And I think the story early on has been a lot of misses for both teams.
Yeah, I think a little bit of panic there from Naming. I mean, he doesn't need to fly to hit that ball. He can be a little bit more patient there, collect it, knock it into the corner gently. But yeah, if you're playing on stream, if you're 3-0, like that, there's a lot of pressure to be had there. So they want to win. They want to, you know, keep their record. So nice to see a tie game thus far.
I agree. And you said earlier who has the advantage. I would say right now it's even. Both teams are fast. Both teams are playing hard. That 50 is going to land right in the middle there. Can they either get it? What a block by Moosey, but yet still what a double save by the Dragons. You got to be a little bit disheartened if you're the Lobsters, but at the same time, you know that this is, you're putting a lot of pressure on. You keep it up, you're going to keep going, but my goodness, this game has been fun already. Moosey, a little bit of a hook shot, pass to Captain and scores, takes the lead. Professor, what a play.
That was a nice play. Again, unfortunately, Poiskami missed there. Should have had that clear. And Moosey wisely puts it close to net, lets his teammate finish it. That's one of those instances where you're like, I don't care if you steal as long as the ball goes in the net.
That's right. I'm the same exact way. I don't mind as long as that ball goes in. A miss by Captain. Naming is going to get that mid boost. Go off. Nice little play. Tries to get it in. Unfortunately, pushes it wide and couldn't get a center, but that one does kind of back wall. Captain pushes up. Naming cannot get the 50 to go towards the goal, and Captain's going to take control of this, slowing it down a little bit. Tries to get a flick, does. Can't get it around Naming after getting around Poiskami, with Naming centering or hitting a center definitely and on target, but Musi nice and patient with a 50 by Poiskami, centering it to Naming. Naming center it down, cannot get it off the back wall. Poiskami with a good 50, keeping it in, and they just need a clear here for Lobsters, but they turn away, giving Lobsters a chance. And Professor, I'm going to tell you right now, the Lobsters, they still got a ton of time here before they can sit and rest.
They do. I mean, they're holding up well in defensively. I mean, Musi's showing he can be patient, he can be relaxed, and that bodes very well in this type of extreme atmosphere. I do think the Dragons let off the pressure. I think they could have kept the pressure up, and they let it off. Wow, that was almost a very nice.
I would say
very close though thus far.
I 100%. I think the Dragons could, like you said, push a little bit on, but right now the Lobsters have it. But good job, Musi pushes up, and I don't think expected Naming to hit that one in. What an angle! And there we go, the equalizer. Musi, yeah, no idea. Naming with a great touch, and that right there evens it up. Under a minute to go, Professor.
Not expecting that shot. Definitely surprising. Great shot from Naming. And I mean, Naming is doing everything out there, doing a lot of saves, all their offensive activity. So he is really putting on a show. Interestingly, though, you have I'm getting it mixed up again. You have the Lobsters that are very balanced in terms of their score.
A little bit of a miss. Musi, that's a little bit trouble. That's going to be a ceiling center down. Poiskami does not get there in time. Musi with a decent clear. That rolls off a little awkward. Naming pulls away. Captain missing it. A demo in the back end is going to give Naming a chance. Good bump, though. And Captain pushes it back. Great back pass, and that prevents a counter attack for the Dragons. 10 seconds to go, Professor. A try for an air dribble from Musi. We're coming down as Poiskami is a dribble in it. Tries to get it done, cannot get it in, and overtime we are at, Professor.
I think that's one of those moments where if you're defending there, you're just so relieved when the ball hits the ground. You want to catch your breath for a second. So now, I mean, it's essentially like a 0-0 game. Again, we'll see which team is able to strike first. Both teams have had great opportunities. Both teams have had misplays. Could this be a misplay that could be capitalized on? Oh, what a save! Wow. I mean, just the back and forth. You love to see it, KG.
Oh, you're darn right. This is what we wanted to open up the night. A little bit of a missed possibility. Musi does not go in, probably wisely. Good stop right there, giving Captain a chance to get back. Moving up on it as Poiskami senses down. Sorry, and that is on target. No, it's not. It's wide. Couldn't tell from my angle, and unfortunately doesn't go in for the Dragons. We still have a 2-2 tie. A little bit of a misread by Musi. Naming misses it. Poiskami sends it in, and unfortunately for the Lobsters, it goes in, and what a shot. What an ending to this game one.
And there's the misplay coming in. Unfortunately, I feel like the Dragons played really well. The Lobsters played really well defensively, rotation-wise, but then you get into OT, the nerves come out a little bit more, and you just have one mistake, and that's what always happens every OT. But a very even game, with the exception of saves, leaning towards the Dragons. Same number of shots. A very close game all around.
That means the Lobsters put more things on target, which is good. Although the Dragons had a double save from Musi's shot that ended up giving. I mean, that was incredible in itself. But right now, Lobsters, if I'm the Lobsters, don't feel bad. Just calm down, relax those nerves. Everybody did. It's not just them, but technically, since the Lobsters lost, they had probably more misses. Just relax, make those touches, and a lot of that probably doesn't happen if you because I think there was a couple of open goals off of misses, and you don't have those. Things change.
Exactly. A little bit playing a little bit more calmly, a little bit more relaxed, especially in defense. If you're the Lobsters, I mean, definitely fewer of the mistakes. But it's a very close game. You have to be looking at this as like, a couple of plays go differently, and you can win the game.
Oh, heck yeah. That's why I'm looking forward to game 2. This is going to be, in my opinion, the make it or break it. You're going to tell if one team pulls away. I feel like this is going to be the one that'll decide whether we're going to have more games or less games, if that makes any sense. Because that game was too good, and if both teams are up and both teams have that stamina, we're going to have a great series.
Definitely. I mean, if it's another close game, you expect to see that.
Oh, excuse me. Right off the kickoff, Moosey gets that boost, sets it in, and Naming Is Hard gets taken to school by the Lobsters. And here we go off the bat, 6 seconds in. Nice job by the Lobsters sending a message that they're not afraid in this game.
Moosey is like, would you like to know what else is hard? Defending when I've got the ball.
You definitely got me there. There we go. Moosey with a good, a good kickoff. Captain can't quite get that touch. Would have been really cool to see, to be honest. That ball gets hit. Moosey, great stop, preventing an attack from the Dragons. Naming is going to get this one off the wall. Good pass. Moosey, nice pause. Doesn't need to hit it, as Captain coming across gets that corner boost too, and now trying to take control and flicks it up into the corner. Naming is able to stop that demo in the back end, but it doesn't matter. Nobody gets back, and this is going to go in. Easy equalizer for the Dragons.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit surprised what happened to the Lobsters. Oh, you have driving ahead for the demo, but the problem is if you are not exactly in sync with your teammate on that, Naming gets a wide open net, and even though that is one of the most dangerous defenders in FDL, he puts it home.
Kick off right off the bat. Moosey, nice little catch here. Captain did not go for bump there. Moosey coming off the ceiling, cannot get another touch on it. Naming sends it back in, and this is dangerous. Captain has a turn and is able to get it. Great bump by Moosey. Good pinch, so they're going to scramble back a little bit. Can Captain get up there in time? Cannot, as Poiskami gets a save for that. Moosey coming up, good challenge, gets the 50, tries to get another 50, does. Captain has an open goal. Can Naming get there in time? Can, but gets demoed of the miss from Captain. Moosey has a chance to center it. Captain's gonna go for this instead of Naming, and Naming is able to get a clear and get that corner boost with Moosey scrambling back to get there. And that is an opportunity, Professor, that leads to a counter with a great save by Moosey. And my gosh, Professor, I don't even have time. The action is just keeping on ramping up.
It is very back and forth, this game thus far. And I mean, credit to the Dragons for being able to maintain in what is really aggressive pressure. Sometimes that can wear you down over time, but they seem strong. They were able to counterattack out of it, and I can still see this game going either way.
Ooh, a little bit of a missed touch by Poiskami. They want that back. Naming is able to get it. Flips around, unfortunately, giving Captain a chance to get back. Nobody wants that ball right now. Naming and Captain playing mind games. Naming does win that 50. Moosey going up, sending this forward with a clear right to Naming, who sends it right to Captain. Captain, unfortunately, sending it right. Poiskami sitting back, trying to get a clear out. Captain gets the corner. Poiskami a little bit dangerous as Captain sends it in, but can't quite get it right off the right post. And yet again, opportunities for the Lobsters, just not quite there. And a counterattack coming, but Naming gets the 50 win. Captain gets that boost. Naming got a flick opportunity, goes a little too high. And halfway through this game, it's yet again anybody's ball game.
Yeah, this is extremely back and forth. Again, a great opportunity that the Lobsters had there. Unfortunately, just not able to put it on net, but they are holding strong defensively. That's the one thing they've got to feel good about.
Good boost steal right there. Moosey's going to send this up. Naming's going to try to catch it. Can't do it. Demo time. Here we go. An opportunity. Can Moosey push this forward? And it sits behind Naming. That's going to be a 50 by Naming. And unfortunately, yet again for the Lobsters, an opportunity doesn't quite come in. That ball's going to get 50'd off the crossbar, goes off the back wall and can't quite get there. Moosey keeping this in. This 50 is going to go to Naming, who puts it off the wall. That's going to be slightly dangerous. Captain doesn't have a lot of boost. Gets back. Is not able to get the save because Poiskami sends it back in, takes the lead. I can't keep this up. This is getting intense.
It's really going back and forth, but Moosey caught in an awkward position there. I'll say the one thing I'm noticing from the Lobsters is they are yielding too much midfield pressure. They're rotating all the way back to grab their back corner boost, and that's just giving the Dragons an opportunity to dribble or move out of basically their half.
I'm to be honest, man, I really that ball goes in. I am having trouble just like keeping up with both teams. They're fast, they're figuring it out, and the only thing that's keeping them down is some of their touches. Like this is good Rocket League. It's just right now you've got the Dragons taking advantage of the mistakes that Lobsters are getting.
They're hungry dragons. Don't give them anything to eat.
Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Captain's going to take this. Poiskami, good job taking that off the top of the cart. Musi is able to get there, but unfortunately it's a dangerous play. Captain doesn't hit Naming, but Naming had to pull away and avoid it. Captain is able to clear this one a little bit. Poiskami is going to send it right back in. An opportunity. Musi with another good save. Back wall. Poiskami going up for it, missing it. Captain missing it. Musi going up for it, sending it up to Captain, who can't quite get that. Would have been crazy. Musi's going to follow, but no, can't quite get that. Sends it too high up with Captain trying to get it back. And Poiskami sending it to Naming, who sends it up to Musi with a save, and that almost goes in. My gosh. So many close things in this game, Professor, and boy, it could almost go either way at any time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one mistake by the Dragons and Lobsters should be able to score. I love how they're going and trying to make team plays happen. They're just slightly off on their shooting. If they get some of these shots on net, they are right back into this game.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate for the defense, but what a touch by Poiskami. Look at this finesse. Enough to float it over fooling anyone. And that right there extends this lead and really puts the game away, in my opinion, especially the way the game's been played with 21 seconds left. Maybe not. Huh?
There is a slim chance, but I would say at this point, if you're the Lobsters, like, you just have to feel like you're confident going into the third game. You have to feel like you can score on them. You have to feel like you can stop making mistakes. So it's all about the mental game at this point.
100%. Can Captain get a slam on this? No, not a strong one, unfortunately. Poiskami sending it back up. Musi sending it right back to Naming. Can they block Naming? No. The Captain was all the way back. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That ball needed to go in at that moment for any chance, and the Dragons take game 2. And one more game away from ending this series.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to come back from. And I mean, clearly, I would actually say probably a little closer than the score lets on. I mean, definitely the Dragons had the majority of the pressure, but some solid defense from the Lobsters and really some missed great opportunities. We've got the Lobsters taking a timeout, so we'll let them take that full timeout. But yeah, I definitely. Do you think there's any chance for the Lobsters in this, KG? Do you think they can turn it around based on what you've seen thus far?
100%. I am typing right now. My apologies. Yes, I do, because the Lobsters have been playing excellent. The only thing that's been it's one of those things where in this particular instance you're witnessing what where it's a skill. It's not the higher ups in the skill level, so you're going to see more misses and things like that. That being said, yes, the Lobsters and the Dragons have played equally, other than obviously the score. I know that sounds weird to say, but other than the score, it is equal game. It just happens the Dragons have taken advantage of the mistakes. I mean, like, the Lobsters are right there. They just need a couple of things to go their way.
So if you were the Lobsters in this timeout, KG, what would you be focusing on? What would be your mentality going into this third do or die game?
Maybe calming, maybe trying to disrupt them a little bit more on the way back, or maybe not diving all the way back, as you say, like getting back to that corner boost, looking at these pads and trying to keep up the pressure a little bit more. Because I think there were a couple of opportunities had they stayed in the midfield. They I think the one Captain dove in on and ended up demoing Naming instead of hitting the ball, and I think they were closer. They probably obviously would have scored if they were closer, but they went a little too far back. I would say I would say we've got this. Keep it up. Oh yeah, sorry, Professor. Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, I definitely agree. It's they could definitely turn this around. I think playing more pressure, especially in the midfield, um, giving the Dragons less time to set up those plays, to set up those shots. I think will yield a lot of success. They started to go for some demo plays. I like the passing plays; those will work, but you got to keep the pressure on the Dragons. Right now, the Dragons have played so well defensively, but they haven't gotten super uncomfortable.
Oh, and that right there, that's nice and calm. That's a good demo, but a good calm catch. That's going to be a little awkward. Can Poisgami get it? No, that's an opportunity for pretty much an own goal. Captain's coming back in, naming. Good job by Captain reading that one. Great demo by Moosey. Leads to Captain, who pushes it up a little bit, trying to get around naming here. There's going to send it off the wall, and unfortunately, naming sees that. Moosey's moving up, sends that in. Can Captain turn around in time? No. Naming is there, and unfortunately, not quite an opportunity they were looking for. Captain's going up, no boost. Moosey moved up on that one too. A little bit dangerous, a little bit too aggressive. And Moosey's gonna try to send this back with naming coming up and stealing that corner. This is we got a minute has gone by. A lot of things have gone by, but unfortunately no goals, except for now as I was trying to transition.
Yeah, naming's going to decide to end that. It went too long without a goal, and I mean, he really has had a phenomenal match tonight, playing excellent on both ends of the field. I definitely like the pressure that the Lobsters had. They had an extended period of pressure. They were trying to stay up, even while on low boost. I don't think it was overly dangerous, but you know, it's hard to beat when naming is making those sorts of touches.
Oh, agreed. That was a strong shot too. Naming does get this nice clear, good turn by Moosey, and is able to stop this. Looking for maybe a catch, sends it up, maybe a self pass here. Naming a little bit of a flick backwards. What can naming stop it? What control right there? Moosey turning around and is not able to stop this as naming. What a save right there, an opportunity for the Lobsters, and yet again when the ball just right there, not able to get it. Almost a block by Captain Moosey coming in. Great 50. Can they turn on it? Somebody needs to, but Poisgami's there. Captain again, not quite in position to get that ball in as Poisgami stops that one from going in. And my goodness, right now, the Dragons have the momentum, but the Lobsters again, still right there.
Yeah, it's extremely close. These are good quality opportunities that the Lobsters are getting, but they're just not able to put the ball home. And the Dragons look so threatening. I mean, both of them. When there's an inch, you give them an inch, they take a mile.
And right here, the Moosey couldn't afford to not have enough boost right there. Unfortunately, did not have enough, and Poisgami was able to get that one. 2-0. Still plenty of time for the Lobsters. You cannot put your heads down. Lots of opportunities. Naming is going to send this in. Captain has to. Great save. Poisgami is going to try to get this. Missed bump by Captain. Moosey comes in and is able to stop this. And that ball hits that corner and gets it pushed forward. That helps out the Lobsters a little bit. Good push by Captain. Can it get around Poisgami? It does. And there we go. Cuts the lead in half. And we're not even halfway through.
Yeah, it's a nice solo play there. Surprises naming, getting that hard hit off. And then Poisgami's not ready. He's not thinking the ball's coming back that fast into his half, and by the time he realizes it, there's no way he can save it. So a great solo play. Hopefully the Lobsters have more like that.
Yes, Captain. Poisgami gets the beat on Captain. Naming, trying to send it in. Can't quite do it. The push is towards the corner. Good 50 by Naming. Naming sends it in. Has a chance for a play. Gets that corner boost, but gets bumped out of the way. Naming does send it up to Moosey. Moosey gets beat by Naming yet again. And Naming by themselves keeping this ball in that corner, trying to dribble, gets it pushed forward, and Captain sends that clear out finally as we're under halfway to go. And again, another game yet again where it pretty much is anybody's ball game. No.
Naming is just ready to contradict you every time you say that. He's like, come on, KG, you really think this game is even? I'm going to score right now.
No, I think they're listening. That's what the problem is. Got it. Stop listening to me. No, that right there, the missed demo opportunity. How close did you see that?
No, not like this.
What happened? We're going to have to see the replay, please.
These are one of the hard replays. Oh, you have a double jump there, a bit of a flip.
Okay. I for a quick second, I thought one person went one way and one person the other way. But those happen. Ignore that. 2:05. Lots of time, Professor.
Definitely lots of time. I mean, I like the idea that they're going for demos. I think naming has been so solid in defense, you have to get them out of the way, or at least get them uncomfortable, because that's the one thing that demos can do is make your opponent uncomfortable. Oh, but that's a dangerous center ball. Well defended, though. Yeah, I mean, the Lobsters have got to get something going fast.
Yes, and right now they've got something. They got Captain moving up, pushing it around, naming. Good job. They have an opportunity here for a little play here. Can he squeeze it in? No, that's a ceiling, and that's dangerous. And unfortunately, that ball gets pushed just past Moosey, and that's kind of the thing that's been happening to the Lobsters. That when the things are going, they're going just a bit out of the way. Captain sending it in, looking for a tap off the back wall. Can't quite keep that one down. Moosey can't keep that one down easy either, and Captain can't quite reach it. And this is an open goal opportunity, but good job by Moosey getting back on defense. Opportunity to score, but sends it wide, and naming is getting back anyway. My goodness, the Lobsters again, right there, but not right there. Ooh, come on, touch it. See what I'm saying? They just can't quite get it, Professor.
Their shots they just need to start shooting for the right side of the net, because everything is going left.
you know what's gonna happen. They aim right. That ball is gonna another opportunity for Moosey to get up. Naming had to back up. That's a 50. Can Captain turn on this in time? No. Unfortunately, kind of fakes it. Poiskami there. Captain sending it back in. Moosey's too far back. Poiskami's gonna get the save, and yet another ball sitting in front of that net that doesn't go in. Moosey another touch, but not able to get it. Gets bumped away. Captain has an open goal technically, but that would have been a tough hit. Captain going up. Poiskami beating Captain, and this is gonna go in for an opportunity, and yet a miss yet again. And there we go. Under 20 seconds. And Professor, I think we can call.
Yeah, I think this Lobster's cooked. Unfortunately, I just sensed a little too much hesitation. They had opportunities, but it was like they were waiting for just the right shot to develop. And that's the sort of thing that can happen when you're missing. I mean, you don't have the confidence. You're like, I need a really good opportunity. And I feel like what was a potentially very close series ends in the sweep.
I mean, it was still a close series in general. Like, that's where I feel like if you're seeing this and you see a sweep, you're gonna be like, ugh. But when you watch the games, you'd see the Lobsters were right there. I mean, obviously the Dragons better team. They were able to. Like, I wouldn't even say better team. I would say, I mean, I don't know how to put this other than the Lobsters played well. They just didn't have they were a little too panicky. Dragons were able to calm enough down, and their nerves were there to end it, because the Lobsters were there, and they put a lot of pressure on the Dragons, and maybe they just got a little disheartened because they put so much pressure on, just weren't able to finish it off. And but it was awesome to watch, and I don't want to take anything away from it. That was a fun series, and it was exciting.
Yeah, definitely like showing strong mental game there by the Dragons, getting that win. And I think we have them both in the chat,
Just
or maybe just Poise.
Yeah, just me. Naming didn't want to do an interview.
He didn't want to be named.
Guess not.
How do you feel after that win, Poise?
I feel really good after that. Something quick and clean. We got in there, did what we needed to do. Naming played great. I think I did what I needed to do as well. Yeah, overall, I just feel really good about the win.
You guys definitely looked really solid. I think on both ends of the field, a lethal offense, and you guys scored whenever they gave you an opportunity, but also a really solid defense. You know, did you feel like the series was close? Because KG and I were agreeing that we think this series was closer than necessarily it ended out. We felt like there were times that the Lobsters had good opportunities and just couldn't execute.
Yeah, for sure. There were some points where, we were worried, where we were a little worried that, they might like we might just like let up a goal, but fortunately we didn't. Especially as we were especially nervous during that game one. That game one OT definitely had our nerves going. But I mean, after that, I think we felt it was pretty smooth sailing. Especially that game 3, and
Yeah.
that game too a little as well. But yeah, that first game, yeah, definitely had some nerves. But after that, I think we were pretty good on that.
So what did you guys decide to do when they called a timeout? How did you guys make best use of that time?
Uh, Honestly, we really didn't talk about much. We just kind of reinforced the idea, just keep playing how you're playing, and just try to win.
Well, you guys definitely showed that resilience. KG, any questions you've got for Poise?
I unfortunately don't. I just want to say good job. It was a great series. I wanted to thank you for being on stream with us and leading us to have a good game or call a good game.
Uh-huh.
Is there anyone you need to acknowledge for Valentine's Day? Now's your chance. Score major brownie points.
Okay. Well, first off, shout out to Naming, really good teammate, and to Grim too, also really good teammate. Shout out to Galloway for being a great GM, really great guy. Then I also want to shout out my friends that came to support me, Zorelia, Austin, the Spore. I know y'all in there. Thanks for supporting me, guys. I think that's it. I mean, yeah.
We'll expect Galloway to send your payment after this, right?
Yeah.
But no, well, great job on stream. I know that again, there's few things as romantic as sweeping another team off their feet on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to have the opportunity to be on stream, and especially to have this interview.
Our pleasure. Well, maybe, hopefully not the last time.
I hope not either.
See you in the playoffs.
See you.
Well, with that, we will close things out, but don't go anywhere. Sit idly by at your computer, phone, tablet, TVs, whatever you're choosing to watch on, because we have more Rocket League to come. Do we, technically, actually? I know we had an open slot. Okay, I had to confirm that, yes, we do have another match coming. It was open at one point, so I caught myself there. But yes, more great Rocket League to come.
Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it.
Reasons why we went separate ways, feeling all alone in your company, keeping you captive in many chains.
We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. We can make it as real. Maybe we will go. Give up the ego. Making it feel go. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Tomorrow we build. Depends on the future we want. We can make it as real. Maybe we will go. Give up the ego. Making it feel go. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Caught up in your gravity. Always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again.
Wait for it. Here it comes. Almost there. Come on.
Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I stand. I'm just a city, I have nothing to lose. Now is the right time. I'm making my move. I wanna hide down. You can't bring me down. I wanna hide down. You can't bring me down. Seeing what's next, what is ahead? I'm seeing what's next. I'm seeing what's next, what is ahead? I'm seeing what's next. Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater. Breathing underwater now. I can't let go. Underwater.
Welcome back, FDL, to our second match of tonight. You guys just saw the Dragons sweep the Lobsters in a pretty convincing fashion, but now I'm back. Or, well, I'm not back. KG's back, and he's joined by me. Hello.
Well, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm excited for this Adept gameplay tonight. We have the Vipers versus the Rams, and I believe we have two A lineups on the field, which should be pretty interesting to watch.
I agree, and they're both undefeated, if I'm not correct, or if I'm not mistaken, correct? Oh, there we go. This is going to be a really good matchup. I'm going to let them know they're excited. They're ready to go. Do you have anything to say? Any objections for me letting them know?
Nope. Good luck and have fun, players.
Oh, I'm super excited. As we just alluded to, this is a Rams Vipers 3. They're both 3-0. They are both here to ruin the day for the other teams, and it's going to be right away. Levi bull rushing Kendo in the beginning. We got a cheater on Shelby. Murphy decides to go away from it and moves up, sends it to the corner, looking for a center, gets that good center, missing it. Levi touches it but can't get it in, and it goes wide. And right off the bat, the Vipers starting off not quite getting there, but a good offensive play. Murphy trying to get it out of the corner. It's a good 50 by Kendo. Shelby coming up. Bull rush went to go get boost and gets beaten, and unfortunately that leads to the goal right away. There we go, Lasagna.
Yes, Murphy there couldn't get his car high enough on the ball, and Kendo just good aggression and a good dunk. Just a quick early action from the Rams, put them up 1.
It started off with the Vipers trying to push forward, couldn't quite do it. Levi's going to take this kickoff right off the side. Can't quite get that one in. That's going to hit off the post and the crossbar at the same time. Murphy missing it. That's going to be centered to Kendo. Kendo sending it up. That's going to go wide for Levi to catch, pushing it forward. Kendo tries to push forward, but Levi was already up. Gets a nice little play. Can't get that flip reset. That's going to get centered, but Murphy switches away. Good 50 on Kendo, but Kendo, that gets put down, and Levi is going to stay in back. Shelby trying to make a play. Can't quite do it, and Levi is able to clear this back. Missing the second play. Good bump by Shelby. Kendo's going to dribble it, gets it past, and sends it wide as Murphy taking control. And Lasagna right now, both teams pretty fast. It's a 1-0 game, and what a save by Levi.
What a save indeed. The Vipers now on a counterattack. A good 50 by Smurfy keeps this alive again. A fortunate miss, but Levi, free shot here, and puts it crossbar. Soiled attempt, but it's not over yet. Smurfy with another shot. What a save from Kendo. But now it's the Rams' turn on offense. Shelby with a good dribble and an even better flick, but it goes to crossbar. Kendo following it up. He's letting his teammate get back. There's a good dunk. He's on the ball still. Good bumps too. He's been really good about supporting Shelby. Multiple times I see him going for some really nice bumps in the backfield, especially after he's off the ball. He grabs a bump, grabs a boost, and really just makes the Vipers' lives hard.
Yes, and they have that 1-0 lead, and in a game like this where the teams and the players are they have the opportunities. They're able to do a little bit more with the ball. Levi, nice pass to Murphy. Shelby couldn't get it, sends it down, but Kendo's right there. What a slammer. But Kendo is able to keep this away from him and keeps this 1-0. Kendo trying to dribble it. Can't quite get a dunk. We have a 2v1 here. Can Shelby slow it down a little bit? Levi with no boost. Great pass. Murphy's there and can't quite get it. And yet again, the Vipers with an opportunity. Just can't quite capitalize. And in a game like this, we're halfway there, it's 1-0. In a game like this, you really got to take advantage of those situations when you can, don't you, Lasagna?
Yeah, partly some soiled attempts on the Vipers' part, but also Kendo with 2 amazing saves on the goal line so far. He's really just been putting up a good defensive work, but the Vipers, Levi, he's able to put that in off of a good pass and just a good aerial play. Shelby running out of boost there is not able to get the clear.
That right there, good push by Levi. That could have been dangerous, but unfortunately, a lot of boost. Good cheat by Shelby. Shelby sending it in. Murphy can't quite get it, and that cheat right there is what they needed to extend this lead, or sorry, take the lead, sorry, as Murphy was a little too out of position, tried to bait him into sending it, and just couldn't quite make it.
Yeah, a little bit of an Eagles moment there, but the Vipers looking to take this back. Levi's going to take this into the corner. A little air dribble setup. Beats Kendo. Shelby now has the ball. He's dribbling. Has a 50, but is unable to get it by, but it's hovering in front of the Vipers net. But Kendo, no boost. He's not able to get there to follow up the attack and double their lead.
Woo! Shelby tried to bump Sony, gets sent. We've got Murphy pushing this forward. Can't get it around Kendo. Levi's putting up. Does get there in time. We have a possibility for Levi to send this down, and does, but it goes wide yet again. An opportunity. And unfortunately, Murphy pushing forward sends this and hits it off the back wall. Shelby missing it. Now we have an opportunity for a mini counterattack, but Shelby gets back right away. Kendo comes up. Does get a good job keeping it into the corner, and that 50 sends it back out, giving Levi a chance to get back. Shelby with a flick. Murphy saving this one, and we're under a minute to go. It's still anybody's game, but the Rams have that 1-goal lead. Levi pushing up, can't beat Shelby, who has no boost left, and they need to get something going here as time is starting to tick down, even though there is still plenty of it.
Yeah, 40 seconds. A lot can happen. Levi out of boost. He's going to try and get a dunk here. Can't get it. Smurfy, a critical miss. Levi now in a 2v1. Kendo is bearing down on him. Good defense. Pass to Smurfy on wall. Now Smurfy up with it in the corner. He pops that. Kendo, a good clear to keep that away. They just have to last 20 more seconds, but those 20 seconds are the longest stretch of the game if you're the Rams.
Oh yeah, and the Vipers have shown that they can put a little bit of pressure. Good bump by Shelby. Kendo decides not to go up. Gives Murphy a chance. That ball's going to go wide, but looking for a double tap. Can't quite get that one. That was close. That sent it the right direction, but not far enough. And the Rams hold on for a 2-1 victory here in game one.
That absolutely would have made the highlight reel for next weekend, but just a little bit off. The Rams and Vipers equal there in shots, but Kendo made some really great saves and some really great clears, and I would say that he's definitely the star of that game, not just in the score department. He was stuffing a lot of plays in midfield. He really didn't give Levi and Smurfy very much time or boost in midfield, and especially just destroying that counterattack game.
100%. The Vipers had some opportunities, but could have had more. And Kendo did a great job. Like you were nailed it. The 50 game in the midfield was fantastic, and that's a skill that it's hard to do. It's hard to be a 50. Like it's hard to be good at 50s, but when you are, it really can help set up your teammates. And in twos, it really throws people off because if one teammate goes far away to get boost, there's a lot of space for your friend to be there. So I'm looking forward to the next game, Lasagna.
Yeah, off kickoff, we have Kendo versus Smurfy, and it goes Shelby now with a free ball and a tank of boost. Takes this up wall. Levi unable to get it, and Kendo off the crossbar and out the woodwork, killing him on that play. And now Vipers counterattack. Kendo, he's the only one with solid boost, and he makes a great clear to give Shelby time to grab that corner.
Levi's going to take this, send it the opposite side to Shelby, though. Shelby sending it right back, and Smurfy is right there. Sending it back is Kendo right into the corner. Levi does not have a lot of boost. Shelby doesn't either, but Levi picks up the boost and is able to stop this. Kendo, no boost, sending this in, but Murphy right there clearing it out. Shelby sending it right back in and is able to get pushed away as Levi clearing this one out. Now trying to take control, gets it on top of the carve. Can't flick it around. Kendo reads it very well, but that ball gets sent to Shelby, who's able to keep this away from goal with Smurfy coming in. Kendo gets a good 50, but gets demoed. Levi has a chance sending it in, and it goes wide yet again. Can't quite take advantage of the 2v1, and we're under a minute. It is tied. Both teams playing very well, but the Vipers just can't quite seem to nail it. As I say that, it happens.
Yeah, both Rams players caught on no boost. And Shelby, he just did the best he could with what he had to get a solid clear, but the Vipers, just that quick and tight rotation, able to steal boost, get bumps, and just get some touches. And really just the pressure folded in on the Rams there. But this is really what the Vipers need. Last game their equalizer got stolen a little bit by a kickoff goal. So it really helps the mental to be up by one pretty early.
Oh yes, and it's still a lot of time. Still a lot of times with both teams to play well, but Levi coming off the wall, Kendo with a good clear. Murphy's hoping to take that corner boost and does not get it because Kendo is there who scores, and it looks like you gotta be fast when Kendo's around because Kendo is going for goal.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, just a solid play. He got back to the ball again faster than the Vipers defender expected, and just had speed and aggression on his side.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're all good. Little bump there. Oh, 2v0 on net, and the Vipers players cannot get that equalizer in, but not out of the woods yet. Shelby with 0 boost, trying to make a defensive play. He's got control, and he's smart. He just 50s it out there. And now both Viper players up. Kendo with a little bit of time in his hands, but Levi cuts that short. And Shelby still with 0 boost. How long has that guy been on that? On so little boost?
Well, sometimes you just don't help yourself. Oh, Kendo can't quite get that one. Nobody coming up for it. Shelby's got an open opportunity, sends it in, and it's going to go wide. Levi has to turn on it, is able to get around Kendo. They have an open goal opportunity. Can Levi push it forward? Can Shelby get back in time? No, they cannot. And we have an extension for that Vipers. And there we go. A little bit too aggressive for Kendo. Probably should have seen that coming, but, you know, Rocket League, hindsight's 50-50.
Indeed it is. The Rams now up a game, but they do have most of the map or most of the game to claw back against this 1-2 lead. But a demo from Levi is going to put a little crinkle in their offense, and a good fake by Smurfy beats Kendo. Levi now with an open net, but he opts to double it. Okay, an odd bounce, and now the Rams players 0 boost, but they're trying to counter attack. Smurfy being very aggressive, going for bumps and balls to throw off the Rams players. And Kendo's just going to take this into the corner. And wow, there's a lot of pressure going on here from the Vipers.
Yeah, they've been in the Ram zone for a while here. We've got just over 1:30 to go. That the Vipers looking to equalize it. In the standings, that is, in the actual overall game. Levi is right there, decides not to go for it. It's Shelby, boostless, can't do really much. They don't know that it's boostless. Good 50 by Levi. Kendo decides to stay away from it. Levi's going to dribble this ball, gets it around. Kendo is 1. Can Shelby get there? And does. No save. I think that was off, but it's still an opportunity for the Vipers, keeping him down here. And yet again, Murphy keeps it up. That's a block. Shelby's got nothing. Levi goes up, slams it home. Upper 90, no chance. And that extends the lead, Lasagna.
Yeah, the Vipers have been really solid in their air play, especially on offense, whereas the Rams, especially Shelby, have been pretty solid in their ground play and dribbling and just the general challenges. So this match is kind of going to be a battle of mechanics versus fundamentals, as we see more Vipers players in the air, but it works out as Levi collects, I believe, his 4th goal. He already had a hat trick.
4 for 6 too. When you're looking at the shots, it's very good shooting. So right now, Levi on a roll. I would say right now, if you're the Rams, you got to try to get some momentum on your side. It's a hard press to get 3 goals in under a minute. Although, as I speak, Shelby tells me to shut my mouth.
Yeah, so a much needed goal for the Rams. 3 unanswered in a row, especially right at the end of a game, can spell disaster for your series. It can really kill the momentum from the game 1 win. And I feel like I say this every time, but against a mechanical
God.
team, whew, that's pretty close. Against a mechanical team, if you just get some solid demos in, start taking some boosts, they don't really have anything to go for mechanics. Kendo in the corner, almost puts that in, but Shelby there and puts it in. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands. 27 seconds to bring it to OT for the Rams.
And as in those two goals or anything, this is definitely a possibility. You're the Vipers. You just got to sit. You don't relax. You don't relax, but you don't panic. You've got this in the bag. 27 seconds. Levi moving up to Shelby. Shelby with a good 50 win, although Smurfy's coming up. Sends this to the back wall, looking for a double. Can't get it as Kendo clears it out. Levi wisely stays away, but now Smurfy runs away, and Kendo and Shelby have a chance here. Kendo gets on the top of the car, but can't beat Levi as we're under 10 seconds. Vipers still have the advantage here as Kendo is moving forward, tries to get the dribble, can't get it around Levi with a great dunk coming down. That ball's gonna hit, and we have a tie series lasagna.
Just solid aggression from the Vipers. They bring it home, and now eight shots to 3. A little bit of a switch up from game 1 of the completely equal shots. And we see Kendo now, who put on the defensive masterclass and midfield control. He wasn't really able to shine there as he takes a timeout. Actually, he needs to rethink his game a little bit, because he was not up to par with his game 1 performance.
No, but not a crazy drop. Still good points.
Still
goal.
solid points.
2 assists. It played well, but not to where you were enough. Maybe this is a good way to get the Vipers off. This is why I use the timeouts. Good job doing it. I think a lot of people don't use their timeouts like they should, even like especially regular season. You think that's no, use them, get it into it. You've got a regular season to get to the playoffs and take advantage of it. Right now, it's anybody's game. It's tied at 1. If you were to ask me who's gonna win, I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Magic 8 Ball. Are the Vipers gonna win? It is unclear.
Please tell me,
But
because I need help.
But yeah, as we're sitting in these seconds here, what do you think the Rams are talking about in their timeout here?
I'm thinking that the Rams are going to be saying, keep up the pace, but the Vipers are getting too aggressive, and we got to basically just counterattack, just play a little bit faster, be confident because we're there. We've got it. We won game 1. You can do this. I think the Vipers countered. We're a little bit faster that game. I just think they just need to be a little bit faster this time around and not. I mean, they were given a lot of opportunities. Like sometimes the Vipers ran away, and maybe just switch it up. Maybe try to demo. But you're doing good. Just got to keep it up.
All right, and we have time on the timeout. We're gonna get the players in here, and yep, all 4 are in. We have a 4 corners kickoff, so really anyone can go, but we get Kendo and Levi going. Smurfy's gonna emerge with possession of the ball. He slams it off the sidewall and goes for a redirect. That was really close. That was even closer from Levi. Woodwork wants the Rams to win this game, but Smurfy up off backboard, and as you said, no Viper player was there, but the Rams, they gave up possession there, and now Levi with a dangerous looking attack goes for a flip reset, and Kendo is able to keep that out of net by the skin of his teeth. What a save from the Rams.
Oh, you're right. What a save. What a play right there. That would have been a nasty goal. A little trickled in. Kendo says absolutely not. Kendo trying to send it in back, but Smurfy's there. Good job by Smurfy with a save. A little bit awkward as Shelby sends it back in and sends Kendo forward, making sure that they get back faster than they were. Smurfy's going to send this, and that's back while Shelby going up. Good save and clear out, getting that corner boost, and now trying to push forward. Got the ball top of the car, is able to get one flick. Smurfy gets pushed out of the way, but good job deflecting that into the place. Shelby can't quite get that caught, but is able to push this to the side as Levi trying to beat Shelby does. Kendo moving up. Levi beats both, and Smurfy's there. Great pass by Levi, and that's what's happening right now. The Vipers are right there as the Rams are just a little too slow to get back.
Yeah, the Vipers, once they start getting some confidence and once they have a safety net and they can reliably dive for a ball quickly, rapidly, aggressively, they can really get dangerous. Smurfy, a little bit of an awkward jump there, just floats that in the air. Kendo tosses that at net. Now the Rams, their turn on offense. Shelby off backboard, but the gap. Oh, a good demo though. But the gap in the Rams offense doesn't allow them to keep pressure for very long. They had one, maybe two opportunities at net, and then they were forced to go back. And again here, the Rams just didn't have a continued offense, but Shelby he's in my mind, and he's getting demo after demo. Kendo now with one, and Shelby's able to put that in. It feels like demos might have been the key against some mechanical players that are a little bit faster than you to the ball.
Seeing that happen right there kind of made me chuckle a little bit, as it kind of looked like the Vipers were trying to aim for each other right there. Unfortunately, the 50 goes where it needs to go, and a kickoff goal, and that is a good job by the Rams. Vipers down one, still plenty of time, but the Rams needed this one.
Yeah, the Rams definitely needed that. They needed a little bit of momentum and a little bit of a laugh, because everyone has a little bit of a chuckle when you score a kickoff goal. Helps lighten the mood, and then you realize your shoulders are completely up and you're really stressed out, but allows a little mental reset. Shelby almost with a dunk. Kendo with a weak shot, but the Vipers unable to capitalize on the temporarily open net. Levi though with a good cut, and I believe Kendo might have side flipped there. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see in the replay. He might have had a misinput, a feels backflip. Unfortunate from the Rams, but it's half the game left and you're tied up. You don't even have to worry. You don't have to claw back from anything.
Nope, there's a good point. Levi's going to send this up to Smurfy. Smurfy sends this back down, but well wide. Kendo's going to pick up their own corner, faking Smurfy. Smurfy's going to try to move forward. Gets a nice little touch, but Shelby's right there. Didn't overcommit. Shelby out of boost, though, pushes it forward and gives it right to Levi. Tries to bump. Levi gets that bump. Kendo pushes this forward into the corner, and now Shelby with a lot of boost takes control of this ball. One little touch could do it, and fortunately Levi with a great touch, sending this high, giving Smurfy a chance here, getting it around Shelby. This is an opportunity. Can they get another touch on it? Does, but it sends it wide left. Good touch by Shelby. Can Kendo push forward and get a touch on it? Does, underneath Smurfy, and what a touch. 3-2, what a way to take the lead. Woo.
The patience from Kendo, he could have very easily picked up 2 pads, had 24 boost, and jumped at it and just gassed out midair and thrown away a perfectly good opportunity. But he stayed patient, he didn't panic, and he's able to pick that up with a solid shot underneath the defender.
This is going to be a follow-up by Shelby, but good job by Smurfy right there. Kendo's going up, sends this in. Smurfy's right there, now sends this down. This is a little bit dangerous. Smurfy going up for a look for another touch. It does, and that second touch throws off Shelby, and it ties it up. 1:29 to go. This subtle hit at the end. Look at this bad boy.
Yeah, if you're Shelby, you're expecting a power shot into the far side of the net from you. It's a little bit too far forward, and then that light touch from Smurfy is able to just trips him out, and he's unable to get a solid read on where the ball's going, and it just bounces right over him. The Vipers really quickly on offense again here. Levi in the corner. No one's mid yet, but now Smurfy is coming in. He's up. A shot a little bit wide. Shelby's going to take this though. 1v1. A flick to backboard. He looks for a demo, but he doesn't fully commit for Levi. Oh man. I can't even do that.
I'll be honest, did Shelby deflect that, or was that just a miss? Because that right there, it didn't register as a save, so I couldn't quite tell. Levi taking control. Kendo doesn't get that another touch. Good job by Shelby dodging the demo, and a demo on the back end. Can Shelby get around one? No, but Levi is able to flick this in the air. Kendo has plenty of boost, sends it forward. Smurfy is able to get it on back post. Shelby goes up, slamming it wide. Unfortunately, not able to get there. Still tied up. Smurfy gonna try to take it. Gets it around one. No boost. The mid boost was stolen. Shelby has nothing left. Is able to take the corner and send it up. It's gonna go wide right, and an opportunity right there. And both teams sending it back in. Shelby can't quite do it. And now we have an open goal opportunity, and that's not what you were looking for. My God, Lasagna.
What a back and forth. That neither team was on offense or defense in that 20-second 20-second stretch there. But the Vipers able to come out on top from a little bit of an overcommit for a demo by Kendo. If you notice there, he was in the opponent's net trying to demo. I believe it might have been Smurfy, and no one was back. So when the shot wasn't on target, unable to keep that one up for a 0-second goal. But the Vipers, they're coming away with game 2 off of a very close match. Nothing like their first win in game 2, but yeah, almost. Sorry, I had a little brain fart there. Almost equal shots, but the Vipers now putting on the defensive masterclass. Smurfy with 5 saves to keep that out of his own net, whereas a lot of the Vipers' shots were not on net. Kendo and Shelby only one shot or one save apiece there, but just the pressure and aggression kind of helped the Vipers out.
Yeah, some mistakes, and then like this end there, that over aggressive play just ended up kind of just putting them back. I don't mind the over aggression in general. Obviously, it's kind of one of those things where you either be aggressive or you're not, and sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Fortune favors the bold type of thing. They're already ready spectating. Or sorry, they're ready to get in. I'm ready to spectate. I gotta throw it out there. This is 2-1. This series is 2-1. This is an excellent night of games. Even though the first was a sweep, this one isn't. Both series have been absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to see what this game is like. Shelby and Levi are going to meet in the middle. Kendo cheats, but Murphy gets that boost and decides to try to go up for something. Couldn't quite do it. Murphy's going to hit this up, and this gives it to Kendo. Kendo sending this forward and into the right side of there. Kendo getting a good demo back wall. Murphy decides not to go, and Shelby, what a slam home. 1-0.
Yeah, just a great demo from Kendo. Those are the kinds of demos he was looking for at the end of game 3 with that little over aggressive play. I think he got it a little bit on lock there. He was getting the rotational demo, because if he misses, it's no big deal. He's already heading on his way back. So just a great play. Levi 50s it off Shelby. Now Smurfy, a miss, but they won't be punished for it. Levi's able to take this up. 3 players up. Interesting. And Shelby, another good demo. He's going to take possession. A good pop. Neither of the Rams players on boost. They need a little bit of time to gather some. And now Smurfy up. Mid to Levi, but Shelby's able to intercept. Shelby with one more touch here. Yep, a solid touch. And now Kendo, the free shot. Awkward for Smurfy. What a save! And a clear from Levi. Smurfy, everything in his arsenal. Woodwork, boost, car position to keep that ball out of his own net.
Yeah, that was especially where that position was. It's that upper corner, and those are really tough to save. That's a great job. Shelby sending this back in, and that's going to be pushed forward by Murphy, who was kind of dunked by Kendo. It's sending it right into the corner. Levi trying to deflect it in. Can't quite get it. That would have been a sick angle goal. I think everybody would have liked it. Smurfy's going to beat Shelby, but Kendo's right there as Levi was too far back. That ball's going to be in Levi's lap. Levi trying to come off the ceiling. Can't quite get that. Another attempt. That would have been insane. Just not quite there. Shelby pushing it forward. It's going to go wide right. Smurfy had very little boost. Levi does not. Gets bumped by Shelby. Kendo takes control, but Smurfy's there and gets the save. My goodness, the action is ramping up, Lasagna. Things are getting kind of crazy out there.
Yeah, Kendo with a close save there. And now another shot almost on. Both teams utilizing the woodwork as their third defender. Kendo, a good 50 against Levi. Another good 50 goes across the Viper's net. Now Levi taken to the air, off the ceiling. Shelby able to deflect that out. Kendo, he gets dunked a little bit under by Smurfy, and Smurfy, he brings about the equalizer after a almost highlight reel worthy goal.
Yeah,
Wow.
that would have been a crazy goal. A couple of crazy goals, but nice. That's a good job by Kendo going for the 50. Didn't want a free open goal, just a little bit too strong with Smurfy doing a good job. That's 2 saves and a goal this game right now. A little bit awkward for both players, but nobody. Levi decides not to go for it, and it gets sent to Levi. Levi's going to send this off the wall. Kendo's going to go get that corner boost, while Levi decides to go for a pass to Murphy. Then awkward pass. Shelby has an open goal, not able to send this true. Kendo going too crazy, flying by, and Smurfy with no boost sends us to the corner and giving Shelby a chance to control this and flick it to the other side. My goodness, that ball was sitting there ripe for it, and nobody could touch it. Back wall, and good job by Smurfy clearing it out. And opportunities here, opportunities there, but nothing going. Still tied here, Lasagna.
Yeah, some bumps by Levi, making it a little bit dangerous. But now neither Vipers players any boost, but it doesn't matter if you're Smurfy, because you put it high on backboard. It's an awkward spot for Kendo, and you just have a free tap in to get your come up. You're 2-1 up, 2-1 up in the series. If you hold on for a minute 30, minute 45, then you're going home with the title.
Are going home with big, and the undefeated still, and there we go. Shelby can't quite get it. This is going to sent forward. Levi is up, going for it. That's going to be back wall and not double tapped, and that's going to be an opportunity for Kendo to get down there. Good job by Smurfy. Shelby turning, trying to get this forward, looking for a good touch, but can't quite get it yet again. Sends it completely wide. Kendo missing the mid boost, having to get all the way back, and is able to get this clear. They need to do something. There's still plenty of time, but I think the Rams are things just aren't going their way. As good save by Levi, and opportunities just not being had.
Yeah, although Levi giving the Rams an opportunity, but it's just off net, and
Wow.
Shelby giving the insurance to Kendo's shot that was a little bit lacking in the power department. A great team play. Neither Viper player with any boost.
Happened a few times in front of that goal there.
Yeah, you see some of the defense a little bit negligent of the pads there. You only need 2 or 3 to make a defensive play.
Oh!
Man, if he starts putting those in, we're gonna have like an entire like intro video of just Smurfy.
Right? That was close. That ball again touched and turned the correct way. Shelby, no boost. Smurfy with a good... Smurfy sending this up. Kendo backwards, unfortunately. Awkward and did not have the correct momentum. Giving up what you don't want is an awkward goal, and this is unfortunate. You gotta wipe this away from your memory and just continue on.
Yeah, you gotta have the Men in Black memory wiper for this last 30 seconds of the game. It doesn't even matter if you get scored on again. You just have to put everything into offense and hope at this point. 20 seconds left. Shelby takes that to the side, but neither Rams player with any boost. They're both running back. And Smurfy clears this out. 10 seconds left. Levi's he's gonna play this slow and pop it over. And Shelby he's about got 1 play left. And the Kendo cannot keep that off the ground. The Vipers kill it and take the victory 3-1.
Oh, you have to feel for Kendo there. You really do. The end goal was just an awkward backing up, and then the fact that they were still in reverse and tried to go forward just threw the momentum off. They lost all their boost and unfortunately couldn't get it. That ended up being the game-winning goal. But let me tell you something. This entire series, in my opinion, yet again for 2 series in a row was awesome, and I am so glad I was a part of it.
Yeah, and I will. The players left the match a little bit early, Levi and Smurfy there, so I could hunt them down on Discord. Let's see what our producer man says about getting an interview here. So our production has reached out to the players. If they show up in the next minute or two, we'll get to hear a word or two from the victor. But yeah, just a solid match lineup for this weekend with a sweep and a 3-1, but the action in the games really making up for the score there.
I'm so glad you said that. The action in the games, you could tell that both teams, all 4 players on each team. I was just saying all 4 players on each team for all series were playing hard. And speaking of one of them, we've got Smurfy. Congratulations, Smurfy.
Appreciate it.
I'll just say I want to say thank you for a good series, because we had yet another one where unfortunately we didn't go full 5 games, but wow, what a series. So how did you feel about this one?
I mean, it was my first time. This is my first FDL match, and it just so happened to be on stream, so that was cool. But I mean, I looked at the Rams record and I was like, hey, they're 3-0, so this will be a fun one. It was a little slow in the beginning. I haven't been on in a while, so I was definitely shaking off the rust and getting used to how Levi rotated again. But we started to lock in on second game, and things just started to click and we started flowing. But regardless, it was close all the way. We were doing stupid stuff and they were capitalizing on it. So, but at the end of the day, it was a good win. Just great job to the Rams as well. They played really good.
A Rocket League gentleman. Now, before I get into questions, I gotta give you a pat on the back for some of those mechanics. The Rams oftentimes they played worried when you had the ball on a ground to air dribble.
I like
And
going
that
for 'em.
I feel like contributed it paid in spades to your victory in this series.
I mean, yeah, I like going for him just because it's something I practice in free play. Like, I just sit in free play mindlessly and do ground air dribbles. So I was like, screw it, we'll go for a couple. Why not?
Don't we all? But how did that the Rams took a timeout after the game too, because you kind of ran away with it at the end there. What were you talking about in that minute of break there?
Um, I mean, we didn't talk about much. We felt like we had the momentum. We knew what we had to do. We just had to play fast, beat them on those 50s, really get good challenges, not do stupid stuff when we're back on defense, and definitely watch the double commits. So it was just kind of remind ourselves to do that because that's how we won the second game, and just carry that into the third and fourth game.
Fair. If it's not getting you scored on, then why change it?
Yeah, worked out great.
And
I gotta shout out one person though, if you don't mind.
yeah.
The GOAT Viper, the third on our team, because he was watching. Absolute GOAT. Love him. And Water, if he's still here. Even though he rooted for the Rams, I'm so sad, but it's okay.
When channel points are involved, it changes people. But KG, do you have any questions for our victor here tonight?
Unfortunately, questions no. I just wanted to say thank you for an awesome series. Thank you, Rams too. But you guys played great. It's always fun to cast a series like this where both teams put some like this crazy effort and they're just going at it. So thank you for the competitive environment. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any additional questions either. So with that, I'll give you the floor. With stream friendly terms, if you want to shout anyone out or call anyone out, then go for it. You have a minute or two to do that.
I mean, I'm good. I think I shouted out the people. I wanted to shout out Rico the Goat for actually scheduling the game because I forget to do so. So
Yes, shout out to all of the GMs in FDL who really helped make it happen. But with that, FDL community, we're out for the night. If you come back tomorrow, same time, we'll have another game lineup for you. Believe we have the Monkeys, Coyotes in Expert League, the Star, Dragons, Penguins, and wait, that's actually it as of now. So yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it, yeah. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it.
All the reasons why we went separate ways, feeling all alone in your company, keeping you captive with deadly chains.
We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it, yeah. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it, yeah. Tomorrow we build, depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will, though, give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Tomorrow we build. Depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will, though.